All right, Sheldon, every time Springfield went up, this team dug in and came back, including Adam Brooks' first shorthanded goal of his AHL career. What can you say about this team's resilience today?
Yeah, I liked it a lot. It was a hard game today. That's a very competitive team. They play fast. They come at you really hard. They're hungry on the puck, and then they go to the net hard, all those types of things. So really required our team to dig in, not only because we were from behind, but just the way that the game was going. And I thought we responded very well.
After having just 8 shots on net in the first, the team came around and not only scored 2 goals in the second, but also had 16 of the 28 shots of the whole game. What was it that clicked in the second?
Well, I think a lot of it was the fact we were able to earn power plays. So I think that they were coming hard really in that second period, and we were able to draw some penalties and play on the power play. And that allowed us to, I thought, turn the game. Yeah, I thought that was going to be a significant factor. Not only because it keep their power play off the ice. Their power play is the reason why they win a lot of games. And also they draw a lot of penalties, by far more than any team in the league. So our ability to stay out of the penalty box, I thought, was going to be a big factor in the game. And we did that and drew our own power plays and made good on one. And then when we had to kill, we were able to score. So can't ask for much more than that.
This is just Martin Marinchin's second game back with you guys from obviously last season. Do you feel like he's starting to really fit in?
Yeah, I mean, I have no concerns about him fitting in, frankly. Just, he's been here. He knows our staff. He knows the surroundings, and he's a very experienced and confident player with all he's accomplished at this level. So we've got no worries with that. But it certainly is nice to have him, and same with Rasmus Sandin. Having him back today was really nice, and it was a good chance for us to get his legs under him and get him some good minutes and get him back with the group.
Brooks, he's got 10 points in 10 games. He's been a defensive player for you guys in the penalty count and such. Did you expect his game to be at this kind of level this part of the season when the season started? Did you expect this?
I did. Yeah. He was a very significant contributor for us in the playoffs last year, as all our players were. But he was one guy I thought was just going to take a real big step this year. He and Bracco both. I've looked at them really. Those were the two incoming players last season, and they played different roles for us last season. But I expected both to be. Big parts of our team this year. And Brooksy unfortunately got off to a tough start with some injuries that set him back a little bit, but I just thought he had a really great training camp with the Maple Leafs and was set to really get going, and he had to set back, but he seems to be in a groove here now.
Just in regards to Gab Gagne, he scored today on the power play, and Monkey's kind of off his back, I guess you could say. Is the key to getting someone like him, getting going with momentum, some time on the man advantage?
I think it's important to get him some touches and get him involved, get him a little more ice time. I think he's a guy after scoring 20 goals last year, feels like he can make an offensive contribution, and we believe that also. We also, though, need him to be a consistent contributor at even strength and be a reliable player. And I think he's made strides in every game in terms of earning trust and responsibility with how he's playing and how he's becoming more comfortable with the system and those types of things. Pairing him with Josh Juris, I think, has really helped, because Juice does a lot of work defensively and puts his line mates in good spots. So I'm really happy to see him get a goal today, and hopefully there's more to come.
Speaking of Brinson, he's been playing on his right side since coming down here. How have you felt this game has been playing on his offside, and just given how stick heavy his game usually is? Yeah,
I think it's been fine. I haven't seen anything where it's been an issue for him. He spent some time there at different points of last season, through the ebbs and flows of the season. We had different times last year with Vince Laverty and Justin Hall, were scratches for us for different reasons. Throughout the year, Marincin had to play that offside and did well for us, so we had no real concerns with it. Obviously, it is different. Much like just coming down here and playing so many minutes is different for him, and the responsibility changes. But it's only different in the sense that he hasn't had a lot of time to get comfortable this season, but he's a very experienced guy that I don't worry about too much.
Do you see any parallels between Gab Gagne's game at the beginning stage of being with you guys and Mason Marchman's when he came into the system?
I do see some similarities. They are different types of players, but certainly certainly some similarities. And you know, the fact that he's got the big body like he does, you want to look to try to be able to add different dimensions to his game rather than just being a guy that when he gets a chance can shoot it in the net. You know, there's more that goes on throughout a game that you need to be able to be really good at. So that's what we're focusing on with him, and I guess in that sense it would be similar to Mason.
Any chance we'll see Lilligren tomorrow?
No chance, no.